I've got, watching you play the last few days, I got 5 things for you. Can I give them to you? Do I need
go.
to talk to the crew or do I need to talk to you?
You can talk to them.
Okay, so the first thing is we went out to a club in LA, which we're not allowed to talk about, and played, and I've never seen this guy hit driver as good. I mean, just pounding it 70, 80 yards past me. But when we came out this morning, we were doing some filming, driver came out and it was into some trees and then into the trees and then a double, then a bogey. And so first thing that I've got to say for Cordy is you have got to get a go-to club that when you start off your round, yes, you can pound that thing, but you can also ruin the round in the first 3 holes. So to me is, yeah, let's go ahead and rip it, but realistically, let's go ahead and pull out. What does your 3-iron go, 240?
Yeah.
So we need to put a club in play. You've got to have a go-to club and you've got to be more patient and warm up into the round.
Yeah.
And when we get wide open fairways like we're at down there, then great, hit it. But when it's tight and dog legs left and there's creeks and hazards and stuff like we got out here at Dark Horse, then you got to be a little bit more patient.
The thing that stuck out that made sense to me this morning was those gears of like, some days you just go out there and you rip it perfectly.
Absolutely, yeah.
Some days you don't.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that yesterday you ripped it and today you didn't, but you came into today's round like, right, let's just pick up where we were yesterday instead of, let's see where we are. We didn't warm up today.
Right.
And you pulled out driver and hit into the trees, you know what I mean? And then you hit into the trees on the second and we're 3 over through 2.
Yeah.
I mean, that is absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
That is so good. Oh no, he's still there.
Is he? Oh shit.
We may have just killed somebody.
Oh no.
Anyway, now let's go ahead and take the run. But I still don't know if it's okay. I think you may have run out of fairway and run into the jump.
That's true.
Right? So now my point is that you go ahead, take the 3-iron out, aim in that left quadrant of the fairway right there that you can see where it's actual not going over the tree. And again, still full commit to it. You know what I mean? You've got to put yourself in a position. You'll be left out about maybe 130, 145 from there. All right. Little cutter. Here we are. You tweaked it a little bit further right than you wanted, but look how massive this is. I still don't even know if your golf ball down there, which was striped, is in the right place. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look how far we have. Maybe a little bit more than I thought. Okay, you got 165. So you didn't hit it the way you'd like. But the point is that the second thing that I've been seeing from you is you can now hit it a mile. You've been doing a ton of speed training, but we need a yardage gap.
Okay.
Like what club do you hit 165?
That would be slightly less than stock 8-iron.
Less than a stock 8-iron. What time do you hit a full 8-iron?
Like 170.
Okay, what do you hit a 3/4?
Probably 160.
Okay, what would it take you to hit 145?
145?
Yeah.
I don't know, like slower tempo.
Like 9 o'clock?
Yeah, 9 o'clock and slower tempo, probably.
I mean, I suppose what I'm seeing is that in a lot of players that start bombing it like Jason Day and stuff, they just have this one speed.
Sure.
And I would be saying to you is I'd still be working on, here's my 9 o'clock smooth 8-iron that goes 140 flighted down. Here's my 3/4 that goes 160. Here's my full that goes 175. Here's my, I'm going to kill it and go 185. But getting into a position where you have different ball flights from the same club because of the different speed, different yardages. So I think yardage gapping and getting those numbers dialed down, actually having them on a piece of paper instead of in your head, right, is really vital. Especially when you come and play up here, we're at 5,000 feet, you're going to get further distances, right? So I think that's going to help you a lot. Thoughts on that?
So you think, so I should go in, like on a launch monitor, I've got the simulator in the family room, I go in and I go, okay, 9 o'clock 8-iron.
Yep.
And we do that
Hit
and
10,
I figure out.
Hit 10 of those, hit a 3/4, hit a full,
Yeah.
hit a smash,
Yeah.
you know, and get these numbers and start looking at all of that data and start to see what's the gap. You know, when I hit it full, it's between 165 and 172. Okay, great. But we need more clarity because you've got to hit the ball closer to the hole.
I never write this shit down too.
You never do, and then you forget it. Exactly. So 165, you said just take a little bit off of an 8-iron. Let's go and take a look.
A little flary.
Pin high, safe, away from the trouble, not going to hurt you. All right, so this is the greatest drive, I'm not kidding, I've ever seen on this hole.
Oh,
okay?
good. I'm glad
like,
I could do
you've
that.
hit it down here. I was concerned you ran out into the hazard, okay? So this is the other thing that we started to talk about, and we just talked about on that last piece of improvement, is this idea of yardage gapping, but also clock system. Right, so again, you're gaining all this power, which is fantastic. But also, it's, I think, bringing some inconsistency with your wedges. You seem to be guessing a lot, right? And the ball seems to be going very high a lot. So to me, is what I'd like to do is, how far do you think that is to start with? Guess that
110.
110,
How'd
okay.
I do?
And we have 108, so that's good.
That's pretty good.
Now, what's a 108-yard club? What do you have to do with
I got
that?
a sandwich. Just a full sandwich is 115.
So how do you gauge that? What do you do on the clock? Show me a backswing on a full swing. Okay, now what would you do? Would you swing slower? Would you shorten the backswing? Would you choke up? What have you got to do?
I don't know. I feel like I got to hit this full power because it's going to spin, or I don't know.
Okay, but you said 115, this is 108. I don't think it's going to
Yeah.
spin back 21 feet, is it?
No.
No. Full swing is at
Yeah.
11,
Yeah.
right? I want you to go ahead and shorten the swing down a little bit, engage it at 10:30.
Okay.
So I want you to have that arm up and across,
Yeah.
still with the same tempo and speed that you would. I want you to take dead aim at that flag stick, maybe
Okay.
1 yard right of it. And I want you to go ahead and play that 108 shot.
It's going to be long. I don't think I did it. I think I did a full swing.
Take a look. Yeah, it's about 7 or 8 yards long.
Yeah.
So now what I want you to do is, if that's your full, I want you to shorten the swing up and go ahead, turn with that same tempo,
Okay.
but a shorter back swing, take about, you know,
Like,
half
I
off the
guess
clock.
the thing about a clock system is it takes some work to dial it in.
Well, that's what I would say to you is I would get out there and start doing a 9 o'clock, a 10 o'clock and a full, or a 9 and a 10:30 and a full. There you go. A little bit better, but you can see that your ball flight's getting up pretty high up in the air,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And there's the inconsistency. So what I would like to see is now, what club is that right there?
It's a sandwich.
Okay, sand wedge. Okay, probably speed-wise, you're going to be swinging at about 70%. So
Okay.
we're trying to control the flight of the ball. Instead of getting it so high,
Yeah.
feel like it's going to be a little bit lower. And so you
Like
can still
full
keep,
swing with
yes,
the arms?
the length is still up there around 10:30,
all right.
but I just want the tempo, right, to not be where you're compressing the ball so much and getting it to shoot so high up. That's a
Way
better flight
different.
to me.
Way
How's that
different.
feel?
Really good.
And what I want you to do now is a 9:30.
Okay.
There you go.
That was nice.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Nice shot.
Thanks.
That's what we're looking for. So I would like to see less height on the ball by shortening up the golf swing, slowing down the tempo,
Yeah.
lowering the flight, getting more consistency. If you have to smash it out of rough and hit it a long
Yeah.
way, great, but we've got a yardage gap.
How do you learn this? Do you do mirror? Do you do video?
Well,
What
yeah, I
do. you
do. I just work on 9 and then I
Okay.
go ahead and hit 10 shots. Then I'll
Yeah.
go 10, 10:30,
Yeah.
right? And then I'll go full. Lob wedge 3, sand wedge 3, gap
Yep.
wedge 3, pitching wedge 3. You start to work on it, you're going to master it.
Yep. Got to do it. I love
Alright.
that. Lob wedge.
Yeah, you would, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's see what you got. Close as you can get it.
All right.
Oh yeah.
See?
And I love it. And you pull off
See?
great shots. My thing to you, just like Phil Mickelson, he used to
Yeah.
pull off amazing shots, but you just flew the ball for a basic chip shot. I can see your divot right here, right? You flew it to here to hit that shot.
I know.
And so to me is, we've got to, like I said off the tee box, we've got to start to give you some fundamentals
Yeah.
in different shot selection around the green. Look, I'm fine with you hitting that lob wedge, you know, when it's the appropriate shot. Like
Yeah.
if we were over here,
Yeah.
right, you'd have to because the slope's massive. But
Yeah.
I would start to say, okay, now go ahead and hit with a sandwich for me. So I think it's really about like game development for you, which is wedges, fly them down, use different distances, different clubs. Around the green, let's hit a sandwich close, let's hit a pitching wedge close, let's hit a 9-9 close, and start to learn.
Nope. That's too far.
Oh really, it's too far? Oh no, you landed it shorter and it's closer to the hole, okay?
Okay.
So the point being is that you can start to play different shots around the green, because when you do get on firm and fast greens,
Yeah.
you do need to have a whole array of shots and not just that one sort of dimensional shot, which you're good at. See, landed that shorter and oh, it releases down to the hole. You're a show off, dude. Look at this. Okay, let's see another one. Let's go 9-9. Okay. But you can see how the landing zone is coming closer and closer and closer and closer
Right.
to us, right? Which makes the shot easier when you're under pressure,
Yep.
more consistent. Look at that, a good old Scott, go in the hole. I want
Go.
to prove to you that I'm right. Come on. But did you see that? Just wait there,
Yeah,
Cody.
yeah.
You landed that one right here. Right
Yeah.
there it is, right? That is an easy chip shot, okay?
Right.
You can't land it here because it's going
Right.
to kick down, so you couldn't hit a 9-9 from this. I would start to expand what you do around the green and really practice different shots and try and get away from the lob wedge spinner, because sometimes it
Yeah.
will zip and stop way too short, or it won't stop
Right.
and it will release by, and then you've got a 10-footer and you're going to miss it,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And you got to hit that solid. This you can kind of miss it.
Miss
and
it
then
and bump it
it'll
away.
still, yeah,
Yeah.
just to get away with it. How do you practice it in this way? Do you like practicing
Absolutely.
it where you just go through the club?
Try and do every different club and then get to a 9 and go, oh no, 9 didn't work. You know what I mean? Okay, so don't hit a 9-9. Still pretty darn good.
Go.
I mean, how much easier is that shot than a lob wedge spinner?
You just go like this, right?
Yeah. Okay, final thing that I'd say to you, fifth thing I'd say to you is, look, you make all your putts inside 3 or 4 feet.
Yeah.
I think you've got to start working from 6 to 15 feet a lot more.
Okay.
I think just going around the hole and practicing, you know, these type of lengths putts and really working on those, because you've got a good stroke.
Yeah.
But again, you're not going to hit wedges inside of 6 feet very often, right? But you are going to hit them to 12 feet.
Excuse me, I don't know if you just saw
and
what's
50,
going
yeah,
on
I know,
over
yeah.
here.
I would challenge you to start going around doing like Mark Brody's 10-point game.
Yeah.
You know that one? 9 feet,
if I
10
do.
feet, 11 feet. Okay.
Run me through that. I
Okay, 9 feet, 10 feet, 11 feet, you put 5 tees around the hole.
Okay.
Okay, so you then go around it, and if you make it, it's 2 points.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you leave it short, it's -1.
Okay.
If you 3-putt, it's -2.
Okay.
And you've got to get to 10. A tour player does it in 7.
Okay.
And so what it teaches you to do is get the ball just past the hole and make some of those putts. Idea of how to challenge yourself for the putts that you're going to need to make to start shooting lower in the 60s more often than in the 70s.
Yeah.
So again, I wouldn't say technique's wrong. I would just say I'd be challenged. So go ahead and hit this one right here. You know, 8, 9, 10, 11 feet. That's going to be what's going to make the big difference. Oh, that one got a little bit. And one more. But you get what I'm saying is, this is an 8-foot putt, and this is 50-50 on the tour.
I know.
This is why you got to practice them a lot, and also make sure you're on greens early in the morning so they're pure. And you're not going to edit these out either, everybody. If I watch this video and these aren't in there, I'm going to tell him that he was lying.
You just want to show people how this is what I need to practice, huh?
Okay, one more. Come on.
I mean, this is crazy. I think
No,
you
just
made
knock
your
the
point,
damn thing
huh?
in.
Have you made your
Knock
point?
it in, knock it in. There we go. Mr. Walker, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Much
What a
appreciated.
good time. Check out Scoring Method YouTube channel, scoringmethod.com.
Absolutely.
You got your best stuff over there. The 5 Keys to Breaking 85 is
a fun one.
a great video.
It is.
And people should learn how to quit golf. Is that right?
They should also learn how to quit golf. If you're not having fun playing it, you might as well quit it because you're trying to perfect it. You might as well play it.
Okay, till next time.